Hello there guys, welcome back to the E-Bike Repairs YouTube channel. My name's Darsh and I take apart and I fix super fun and exciting stuff. So e-bike, batteries, motors, scooters, all that kind of stuff. Today I've got in this, it's a VaxONEPWR battery. So this is actually for one of my own things. I bought a little Vax spot wash jobby, came with this battery, it was super cheap on Facebook Marketplace. I think I paid 20 quid for the whole thing. And he said, oh yeah, it all works fine. Basically it doesn't. So I've got the fully charged indicator here. It lasts about a minute, it doesn't last very long at all. This is a BC15020RB 5INR 19/65 2 amp hour 36 watt 18 volt Vax battery pack, rechargeable lithium ion battery, all that fun stuff. So there's its case. To take it apart, which I have done because I looked to see how many cells I needed to order in advance for this video. You've got these two stickers here. You can see I've just marred the sticker ever so slightly in the corner where I got a little knife underneath it, and then you peel the sticker back, sticker comes off, and you've got exactly the same thing on the other side. Like that, and underneath there are 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are the 4 screws, they look like that. And the head is a Torx 10. So that fits in there nicely. Security Torx. So there's the little nub in the middle of the screw. Yeah. So 4 screws out, and then the top comes off. Nice, easy peasy. ABS plus PC / TPU. There's a little seal there. Is that a seal? Yeah, it's a little seal, rubberized sort of seal, just running along the seam. Nice case. And then the meat and potatoes is this board down here. There's the cell holder there. It will fit that way. I believe it will not fit the other way. Yeah, it won't fit in the other way, so you can only pop that in the appropriate orientation because of these little tabs here and the cutouts in them there. They just basically only go in one way, which is nice. One less thing to worry about. So this looks like a nice simple board. We've got 5 cells, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to try just disconnecting the cells without keeping the board powered up for this one, because at the moment, look, we've got our 5 lights and it's all good. I don't know what will happen. It's interesting. We're going to find out what's going to go on. And yeah, we shall see. I think I'm going to leave this part attached, and I'm going to build my own tab here and then just solder it in this area here. And then, God, I tell you what I could do is just cut them here and just solder the tabs together. I'll do that. I think that's going to be easier, isn't it? Yeah, why not? And then I've got a similar thing here. This is the fusible link just there. So that's, I'm assuming that's what it is. It's a very set distance across. It's nowhere near as thick. Just, I'm assuming that, you know, if too much power runs through it, it will cut and acts like a fuse. So I'll cut the strip sort of there somewhere, and I'll just make my next one along. Make my strip get stuck to that, I think. Soldered on. There are words. That's the temp sensor there. It just comes down, it sits on the end of that cell there, the negative. So, let's get to it. Use this fun little grindy tool to just chop these apart, I think. Where do I want to do it? Over here. I'm not going to press the button until I'm all done, because obviously I'm down powering this board now. So we'll see how that comes out when I'm all finished up with it. I don't know. We'll find out, won't we? was easy, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little tabs. Very good. Right, how do I get the two halves of this case apart, I wonder? Guess I've got to unscrew the board. I'll use my surprisingly not awful AliExpress electric screwdriver for that, I think. Apologies if you can hear the weather outside. It's very, very horrible, and I can't make the weather go away. So there's a close-up of the board if anybody wants it for anything. I don't see a fuse on the board. There might be one, but I don't see one. Resistors and things, but I don't see a fuse on there. I guess, does this just come off now? Feels promising, doesn't it? I think these are just stuck down on their little tabs. But if they were freed, they might just decide they want to come off. Yeah, it's coming. There you go. And there's the underside of the board. There is a reset pin. Interestingly, it's not labelled on this side. But there is a reset 3 volts ground SWDIO there. That's interesting. Yeah, I still don't see anything that's obviously a fuse under here, but I guess it doesn't mean it's not there. Just don't see one. So there's that, and that went that way up. Oh look, there we go. Some more Torx screws holding it together. 2 of those. They look identical to the ones that came from the outside. Torx 10 again. What I might do is just use my phone and take a picture of how all this was. So I can just refer back to it. There we go. Should save me a little bit of confusion. Right. Okay, so that should be all ready to come off. I'll just have to cut off this nickel, and we'll be good to go. That one I don't need to take off because that's still in place. Just slice this strip. Go. That's that one. Okay, so that'll slide off there. And I'm going to get my replacement cells. These are the same cells I used to resell the battery pack in this thing. So they're just Eve 25Ps. 5 of those, all brand new, and they are a clone of, oh that's nice, look it says plus on it, plus, and that might have been meant to say plus but it doesn't anymore, oh, handy. They're a clone of, well I say a clone, they're a competitor to the Samsung 25R, realistically, not as good as the 25R, but they're fine for, you know, very low cost solutions. So we've got plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, same thing. And then on this side I'll have to do the same thing where I chop the nickel. That one will come out. Oh look, we had Eve cells in here. 20Ps we had in here originally. Eve 20Ps. So we're just putting 25Ps in. 25, yeah, 25P, so slightly different cell. But it'll do the job just fine. I'm going to be honest, I didn't even check the voltage on these. I'm reselling it. It's only 5 cells. Won't take long. And yeah, it's going to be easier. Let's get 2 of those screws back, because sometimes I actually need those. One goes in there. And one goes in there. Just like that. And if I should check the voltage we were seeing on these, just in case one was bad. 4 volts, 4 volts, 4 volts, 4 volts, 4 volts. Yeah, I don't know. They just weren't really behaving how I wanted them to behave, so they're getting replaced anyway. It's really coming down outside now. Sorry if you can hear it. Right. So I'll get my picture of how these used to be up. Where's it gone? Gallery. Okay, so that was that way around, wasn't it? Was that way around? Don't feel like it could have been. The screws weren't going in. That way around? Yep, screw holes line up that way round. So, if I'm looking at that picture, I had one go to there, these 2 joined and went up, and these 2 joined and went up. Let's deal with that side first, shall we? Where's my spot welder gone? Okay, I'm probably just going to use this little guy for today. Just a small handheld spot welder. Do the job absolutely fine for what I need. Where's my nickel over here? Strip. And my scissors. Snip. Okay, so let's see how far along this needs to come. I'll just leave. I suppose I could screw this back on. There's not really any reason for that to be off currently, is there? No. Excuse the sniffling, I'm a little bit ill. Okay, well, that's going to make my life easier, isn't it? I'll just keep that like that. Cool, so I'll need one little strip that goes up there. Just going to go from there up to about there. And I'll chop the corners off. No cell insulators on these because apparently I'm a bad person and I forgot. I didn't know I was till just now. And the nickel they used originally was actually a bit thinner than this, so I have to trim this down a touch. Take just a smidge off the width. There we go, that fits nicely now. Nice strong spot weld. If I can pick up the pack and swing it round by it, that'll do, won't it? So that one there, I'll solder on there. Shall I solder them as I go? Sure, why not? Why not? I'm gonna hold you up. Lean you on there? Nope. Lean you on there. There you go. Lean you on there. Can you still see? No. Why won't you stand up? This is awkward. God. What have I got for you to stand on? Not a lot. Well, you just won't have that good a view. I think that's what we worked out here. Let's tin that bit. And we'll tin this bit. And then we can bend that one over. And we can tin that bit. Nice, plenty of solder. And where are my little tweezers? There they are. Ceramic tipped tweezers. There you go, there's one. Okay. Oh, that's quite hot. Burn my fingers. On the next one, we've got one that goes from here to here and joins to there. I'm wondering if I've got some of these. I did have some of these. Where have I put them? Bear with me. Oh, they were right in front of me the whole time. These are pre-made tabs. They may well fit. Oh, I think they're gonna. What I normally do is just chop them slightly more than half off. They don't quite go. But they would if I just chopped off these little nubs. Oh yeah, look, now they go. Ah, but they don't go anywhere near the centre, unfortunately. So I think I have to join with a big bit, as it were. Get a bit longer than you think, because it's stepping up and down to go into the cell holders and out of the cell holders. Chop off the corners. A little bit too long. Something like that should fit nicely. And I've just made that into a bit of a U shape there with the tweezers. Okay, lovely. Now, can I still use this? Yeah, because this one's not carrying any current. It's simply a balance lead. There you go, look, and then that'll fit up there nicely. Excellent. Snip the excess off that. Lovely. Solder on there, bit of solder on there. Bend it down. Bit of solder on there. And then that one is also good to go. Exactly the same situation for over here. I'm going to do one of those. Go from there to there somewhere. Snippy snip. Snippy snip. Got to remove these things. Nubs, annoying nubs. have a third, why not? Lovely, there's that one. And then it's going to be exactly the same with one of these strips. For the balancing. Sure, we could cut the exact right size of nickel if you had a big sheet and you pre-formed it. You'd probably get that looking much tidier and do it all in one bit. I've lost my solder, found it. Right, that's one side done and dusted. Got this second side to do now. So I'll go over to my picture of how the second side was. That's showing the board like that. So we've got our two joined together, and then the final one there. So I know I've got to cut these nubs off. Cut them off. Two joined together, bit of nickel about that long, nickel about that long, Oh, I was cutting through two at once. Didn't even realise. Thought it was a bit difficult. Okay. Okay, I just had to violently blow my nose. You wouldn't believe it. So, the whole thing. Right. And then we've just got this one to join from here to here. So that long should be plenty long enough. We've got to. Ooh. Slice a little bit off there. Got still only just fits in. Yeah. That piece came down there, sat on there, and there was a little sticky pad which I've probably lost. I have lost it. Well, I have to deal with that. Keep that in contact. Where did I put it? Don't know. Oh well, I'll find a bit of tape or something to go over it. What's this? Cloth wiring loom tape, is that similar? These are the bluntest scissors known to man because I use them to cut the nickel strip. They're not that great at being scissors. Yeah, that looks. Well, that should do the job nicely. Okay, and then just this one to solder on them. Over. Don't know how convinced I am that's actually a good connection there. Let's try again. That is if I squeeze it. And the solder hasn't quite got to that point yet. It was probably a bit much on that. Yeah, it's a bit much on there, but oh, it should do the job. Right, will it work? Oh, 2 bars. There you go. You can down power one if it's got a working BMS. Fascinating. Lovely. Okay, I've just run in and got the charger and the Hoover because the spot wash is up at my unit and I don't have it with me right now. This charger plugged in. Let's get this back in its case then, shall we? Got no room. Got no space. Amazing how fast we run out of space. So that'll only fit one way. That one? That way? No, that way. Yep, great. And then that'll only fit that way. Okay, good. Still alive. Stickers. My 4 little Torx screws, Torx 10. Pop those back in. That'll hold the top and the bottom sides of the case together. Right. There you go, so it's got its 2 lights on. Let's try popping it in the Hoover, see if that works. This is the 4 amp hour one I did with RECELLs. Amazing. It's a world of difference. You have it on max for like as long as you want. You know, you run out of house to vacuum before the battery runs out. Brilliant, that is. Love this one. Did another video on that if you want to check that out. I kept the BMS powered up the whole time because I wasn't sure if it would die or not, and this one I didn't care about. So, slide this one on the hoover. The hoover works. That's good. And then pop it on the charger. Focus. You should be able to see the lights just flashing there. Fantastic. There's, yeah, nothing else to really report, I don't think, apart from that it works and you can do it. Now, I don't know of anybody who's actually managed to fix a broken one of these. You get ones, you know, where the lights flash, all sorts of weird things. But you can certainly replace the cells without any huge issues there, it seems. As I say, charges and works in the hoover absolutely fine. It's just going to want to fully charge, and then can go in this poor thing, duct tape together. And both the wheels came off the brush head today. It's probably time for a new hoover because it's horrible. But ooh, crashed. It still works for now. So yeah, if that helped anybody out or you found it interesting, it'd be great if you could like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel. I do a channel members thing where some stuff comes out first. You pay, what is it, 99 a month, which is not very much. I get an incredibly small amount of that. It ends up being like 40p per channel member or something like that, which is, I'm going to be honest, not great. But it's a lot better than nothing. So yeah, if you want to contribute like that, feel free to. If not, thanks, have a nice day, and bye-bye.